And now I am ready to go to the dark cave to say hello to Adalon, whatever she is. But this big room tells of something that it's a big one. Something like Vergrog.
Welcome to my lair. I have watched your progress with great interest.
Yes, she's a silver dragon, which in Forgotten Realms means that they are implicitly good dragons, which I would find quite silly concept. And the graphical conversions seem to have done something weird because there's some sort of line appearing in the game. But yes, so let's just be polite, because even if I find the idea of inherently good or evil dragons silly, I would never find it silly that that dragon is powerful and proud thing that you don't want to deliberately be pissing off. She even explicitly states that she is not as friendly. So and there's some sort of Irenicus stole her eggs and uses them as a hostage, that you try anything and I will destroy your eggs, and you don't want to see your children being destroyed, so blah 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 blah. Very effective tactic. You asked me to go and pick a fight against the entire city of Drow, which by the way would not be that dangerous. It would be a nasty thing to slaughter your way through it, but it would not be impossible because you could just take them piece by piece. So my job is not...
Done. You now resemble the denizens of the Drow city, complete with a house insignia that will not draw undue attention. I suggest you act like Drow when speaking to anyone you meet.
So now I have been disguised in-game to appear as Drow. And now I must become infiltrator. Use my wits and guile. And it's lucky that Forgotten Realms has provided lots of cultural info about behavior of Drow, which should be something that a bunch of sociopathic, power-hungry schemers, at least this kind of Drow, follow the religious dogma of Loth. Not all Drow are as sociopathic backstabbers as these were, but these are the stereotypical sociopathic backstabbers of their kind. So let's just get in.
Do not question the patron mothers.
So, time to be nasty. Let's just state who I am. Veldrin from Ched Nasadista. And thank you, Hrothgar did inform me of my location, and Ust Natha, the fair place, is quite large, and it's has quite interesting solutions with the other little extra areas and some interesting places. But now I must go to the Male Fighters Society, and here's a little side event telling about how you could say ridiculously backstabbingly competent society drow is. A slave was killed, it was useless, so now the guy who killed the slave was also slave was not given food. Slave became unable to work. Slave was killed because he was unable to work, and the guy who killed the slave was killed by his mother because, you know, she can always get more. She can get more. She can get new ones. And somebody was running away.
Victory for the Spider Queen.
Yeah. So let's just lie. She went that way. There's a little bit of, you could say, plan in this kind of little acts of goodness in City of Drow.
You are the newcomers that have been sent
And
my
Solo
way,
Fane
I
is
see.
a, you could say, sponsor or
As
something
if I
like
do not
that.
have enough to accomplish in a day without suffering for the welfare of the weak.
Let's just be let's just pretend subjugation is gonna call me whatever line, because it doesn't matter. And Shahira is kind of right, but not we could say not all Drow have this, you could say, backstabbing harsh culture, but these ones do. Yeah, and even from these ones, you might say that the commoners most likely are just mostly pragmatic. That does it help their own personal cause? Oh, well, here I am.
Loved be praised.
Yes, all kind of boasting that you are given an opportunity to not fail or you die. Period. Yes, I know them. So now I must go to
Could my
the
opinion of this group drop any
Elite
lower?
Caverns.
Evidently so.
Now as I look at the map, it's down here in these west-eastern tunnels, and to go there before would mean that you would have to go and fight your pathway out of there. So that is going to be the battlefield where I will be going, and it's not going to be an uneventful trip because there will be an ambush fight, which is completely doable. It is not particularly difficult, but it takes time and is quite much of a hassle. So I'm just gonna skip all the unnecessary travel time from there to that place, to the actual battlefield. And here I am, to the battlefield.
I do what I must, when I must. Know this well.
So Is there anything that I should know? Let's be practical. And I must say one thing. Illithids are extremely dangerous.
Yes?
What is it
What do you
now?
want?
In game and in the game world as well. Horrifyingly
I am
powerful.
ready.
Especially
I
because
am
of the
What? If you
real
wish.
nasty case of psionic
What would you
psionic
have me
powers.
do?
They can
Name
stun you and then they
Gotcha.
eat your brain. And that's no bull, and that is not bragging or boasting either. Right, ugly and luckily some little bit of ambushing.
Yes.
Makes it so that
Ready and willing. Right
only
is
the
right.
mind flayers themselves are to be faced,
What?
and some bit of trap making made it so that the unpleasant things get to really oh, now it's just a red.
You are lucky as you will.
Come on, Hex, have you?
Yes.
Good.
They are dead. Yep, that was not as horrifying battle because hey, you could fire there. Veldrin of Ched Nasadista.
Blasted arrogant wench! May the Spider Queen bite at her black heart!
Yep. Overconfident, arrogant. So, it's time to head back to Ust Natha. See what's going on there. Again, or better say, just to return there to see what's kind of incident there might be happening. Once again, return to Ust Natha, preparing to have a chat with the princess, the Solofane.
As I
do
thought.
what I must, when I must. Know this well.
Oh yeah. So, now she wants to meet us in the tavern, which of course means that there's plenty of opportunities to actually,
To wear on my nerves.
Oh, and there's somebody else also, well, a Hrothgar's slave, but he wishes to speak to me, so let's be arrogant, speak fast. Because, well, of course, not killing them, it would not be wise, because killing him might piss off somebody more powerful, so but let's just be blunt. So I am not accused to. And this big tank is, well, it's an aboleth. They are very powerful outsider creatures in Forgotten Realms, and even they are spooked by mind flayers. So, what kind of creature is you that can just step through to my mind? Yes, it knows. But it has some sort of purpose for us because it hasn't made a big racket. And that would be tone would be spoken by a very evil voice of Ian McDiarmid as Emperor in Star Wars. Yeah. Oh, so go and kill the priestess. Kidnap. Oh, she's not gonna, come tonight. And yeah, so there's not, and it obeys. But I don't think that creature is actually captive. I think it's much more of a just hanging there on its own accord. But I just first go to have a chat with Fire in the drow.
Ah, it is you again.
Oh, so what's the catch? Solofane does not seem to like Fire at all. There must be some sort of personal grudge between those two. So there's time, meaning that there's also a little bit time to do all kinds of extra side quests and really rest in here if you wished for it, and do some pit fighting and all that kind of activities you might assume from this kind of location, being a nasty bastard. But first it's time to, you could say, there's the house or home of Quilwe. I don't know how her name is pronounced. And I must go and dig her out and well, I must go and kill her, be an assassin. Which in this society is most likely just an everyday job, but it's actually quite tiresome incident to watch. Because, well, it's just something that go inside and kill everything affair, so not really interesting that sense. So I'll be cutting you after that bloody massacre has been done. Well, except in Ust Natha it would just be a, you know, everyday occurrence. Battle is over and there's nothing but a load of bodies lying around, and her brain, some spells and drow equipment. You could say nothing really mind-blowing gear, and drow equipment is very powerful. They got big bonuses, because I'm just gonna show you that. Well, that's a chainmail, not the best there, but still, chainmail plus 5, which is best plus there is available in the whole game, discounting some really epic equipment, which I'll go to plus 6.
Out with it.
So, and they have just regular equipment is plus 5, but it's the catch is that you can't take it out from the Underdark, which is quite small piece of the game. So it's not so hoarding it for the late game is simply not worth the effort. But here's the let's give the Aboleth in its tank
As I thought.
some brain. Well, you know. Yeah, have it. Yes, I'll take my leave. I didn't like it. Yes, free, but he at least appears to be. Well, he at least was honest in his dealing. So nothing unusual in that sense. So time to do some other things and get ready to say hello to Fire in, well, wherever she went to wherever she was. Now I am going again in the tunnels. And if I am correct, I might have done a blunder in my recordings about a little task there is to be doing, which is to say hunt down a beholder, which was not a particularly impressive ask, but let's just see it again. Yeah. So now it's one more task again, a bloody task again. Hunt task. Hunt down, or better say ambush and kill a patrol of Swerfneblin, deep gnomes. A task Solofane finds beneath his talent, which, seeing how Firehead treats him, even in a most likely in a society strongly gender unequal society, she probably could be classified either as a bitch or a fine example. So time to go and meet Solofane in his place or in his location and see what's up. Well, now I'm here in the ambush location, so let's just have a chat with Solofane.
If you
Do
wish.
what I must, when I must. Know
All
this
right,
well.
so well, he would like to be fighter, and he's not particularly happy. But I can handle myself. Well, yeah. He has no desire to dance on Fairy's tune. So yes, of course, I am able of taking down Swerfneblin patrol. I have taken down 2 dragons already. So. And if Solofane would be on you, there would be a battle. You would have to fight them. It would not be particularly difficult battle. It would actually be over very quickly. But now
Yes.
it can be done with.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, but there's a leader. I don't understand you. I am talking and seeing how generally hostile terms between deep gnomes and drow are. This is very unusual. So, I'm following peace because first things can be negotiated, then it can be forked. So yeah, I need your helmet. Well, I need to prove it. I need to prove that you've been killed, and I don't want to pick up and go do unnecessary fights. So, well, why would they want to be killing you? Well, they just want to boss you around. So So yeah, he's scared. So So yeah. Sometimes you can just be pragmatic and everybody walks away except Fare being pissed or whether say getting her trinket. And I believe that Solofane was observing what happened, just doing some judgments of our own. But yeah, I was sent to get the helmet. Now I got the helmet. That's it. Simple task, easily achieved, using some silvery tongue. That you could say is something like a lesson from the peaceful application of things. That sometimes you can just get things easier with peace instead of constant battle. So yeah.
If you wish.
It is you again.
Yep. All right. So, and there's some sort of bickering about Fire wants to be bossy bitch, and the Solofane wants to be much more pragmatic and go and fight and kill something which is actually worth fighting and killing. So just saving. And this is the Female Fighters Society. So, time to get in there as well. But first I need to do some side quest observations. There was nothing interesting side questing happening, so let's
If
just
you
go
wish.
inside to her personal quarters and see what kind of scheming she's up to.
If you wish.
It is you again.
Yeah, I think she would be probably something that she does something stupid on her whim and digs herself into such deep and constantly makes wars and something like that because, well, intimate matters. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like each other. So, alright. So she needs somebody to worry with that. So what would be my reward of this? Yeah. Yes, you are. You show no mercy, but actually you show just idiocy, because sometimes mercy can be seen is pragmatism, getting your practical. Alright, so yeah, I understand. I want to see the... Yeah, because despite them being, you could say, ruthless backstabbers, they appear to be quite gullible in sense that somebody might be scheming also. Something like, you know, I just got myself out, I just do difficult thing of breaking in. No, I just did something much simpler. I just walked inside and asked nicely. Which, or something like that, why this guy didn't tell anything, being tortured, and this guy succeeded. Well, he just got him drunk and asked nicely. Much simpler method of getting info on somebody, so...
If you wish.
What I must.
Yeah, Pharaoh sent me to kill you, but I don't have a bother to do it, even if I could, because I have 6 against 1, it would be pointless. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, so she was nice, and and then she was made mean, but with all kinds of nastiness. Yeah. Well, I need his cape. Most likely there should also be some blood and stab wounds, but well, what's he gonna do? And he actually even cares about his own clan. So yeah. Yeah, and he is not. Yes. He was actually part of a different religious sect within Drow, who are, you could say, are the nicest Drow, even though they are also mean. They and they dance naked and all that kind of things, and they tend to be. Well, they can be just as violent and brutal as you could say, the mainstream Drow, but are just also as cunning as well. So time to save and give her the artifact. Well, no, I am returning.
If you wish.
It is you again.
Oh yeah, of course. So he is dead. You know. So yes, because you know, oh yeah, now she wants sexual favors, but so I can't, because you know I belong to another it's somebody she doesn't know, because well, info doesn't travel so fast. There's no Facebook, so it's somebody. Oh yeah, and my yeah. And besides, I don't think Hrothgar has any idea of being whipped and all that. He's much more into just, you know, gentle stuff, not being whipped and used thing. Unless, of course, it would be of mutual consent. But that in that case, it is not. It would be just her displaying of power. So now I must go and have a chat with. To go to the temple. They clearly are much more interested in my capabilities now. And here is the temple.
If you wish.
A quite intimidating looking location.
Ah, it is you again.
So there's all kinds of bossery. Actually, I will do my task. So now I'm giving the chance to go and kill a elder or beholder or quarter prince or go a big fight with illiterate settlement. All dangerous tasks, which I have off screen already achieved 2 of them, but I'm gonna just go and show some of that quarter prince, which might be considered to be the least dangerous and difficult of them all.
The path to
Oh, but
supremacy
there's
for
also a
lies
so
either in the
who is
bedchamber
this
or
guy?
the books of the majors.
Oh, so what does this rope do? No, I haven't heard of him. Actually, Charlotte Clay is one of the established characters in Forgotten Realms. Mercenary drow. Extremely flamboyant and very, very cunning. But he has stolen something from it, and well... Yeah. So this guy is selling me some sort of trinket to go and pick a fight with a lich. So how much is he asking for it? It's suspiciously slow price, but okay. It's suspiciously small price, but I think something stinks. Maybe just an old-fashioned scam, or something like that. And well, there's lots of different tasks available here, like another specific, you could say, different religious sect within Drow, and which are worshipped by well, actually, there's 4 great gods Drow worship. Loth, the Spider Queen, most prominent one. Then there's the Drow god of thieves, Vyraun, who is not in so good terms with Loth, and of course, and then there's after that, and then it's
What is it now? One day.
My mind just went into crashed. Alice Cry, they basically goddess of thick drow. Although good in just that sense, that they don't follow dogma of you could say mindless violence and unthinking aggression towards everything else.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy. You point.
But still, none of them are particularly nice. And Gaudenor is something like a little bit some sort of extra small cult worshipped by not so pleasant fellows. Even in their society, because it's some sort of ooze monster cult. Of course. Yeah, there's all kinds of
Every hamster has his day.
critters around here.
Go for the eyes, fools. Go for the eyes, yeah!
My wounds must
You
be
point.
tended to.
I pop. Go for the eyes, fools. Go for the eyes, yeah!
So it's just
What?
I am ready.
basic method of finding
Swords,
targets
not words.
and picking them up and chopping them to pieces.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah. Mine is the fist of death.
Nature. What is it?
Yes.
Yep, they're all dead. And they don't even drop anything really interesting stuff, just drow equipment. Handy as it is, it's just plain equipment, and the fact that you can't carry it along makes it a bit annoying thing to deal with.
Loaths be praised.
Ah, yes, so alright, I did the job. Nothing particular good of reward from that. Pointless little slaughter. Even in their standards. There's also one little interesting thing that you can do in here to get yourself some, prove yourself be a little bit nicer than the regular ones. So,
We shall rule
of course, evil folks but use slaves, even though using of slave labor is something like it's quite stupid because. Alright, so well. How are these purchased? Well, I am buying them. Oh yeah, well I buy them all, equipped with weapons. Just out of my morbid amusement.
I'm so tired.
So yeah, I bought them. And I don't care what they do. They can go, they can stay and be killed, eventually be killed. I don't care, don't matter. They're getting equipments. Maybe they want to go to gates, and maybe they say they were doing a task to house the spawner. Maybe after that they can just run away where they want to. Maybe I did it just for my personal amusement, because seeing how lethally dangerous Underdark is, they most likely would be killed. But hey, at least they are dying, being free. Just a little bit of petty dickery available for you again to do. Now, the western tunnels, which lead to, well, which contain Kuotoa Prince, is also a way eventually out from Underdark itself. But that is not the goal. Now our goal is to just go and hunt down this Kuotoa, which is just basically just a regular monster that you're gonna kill. Nothing unusual, nothing really unusual in that sense. And there's a... But I think there's a little other thing that you need to do just to make sure that it's a little bit of a, you could say, puzzle or something that, and I already did some hunting through this place beforehand.
Yes. Simple.
Go for the eyes, fool. Go for the eyes.
To get painted Kuotoa tadpoles. Yep, they go down quite nicely, making grisly sounds. So just quick walking with a brisk pace.
Cry for your life.
You're inside here. Where this? captains and all kinds of unpleasant characters. But the basic method is still the same. Deliver damage to enemies. And don't get crippled by anything trickery they might pull off on you. And that hazy character is, you could say, it's the burglar. Yeah. And by contaminating the pool, I make them, at least I make the burglar prince weaker. And that was it.
If you wish.
Plenty of loot. But the only really important item are the bolts themselves. So time to return to Ust Natha and see what kind of scheming is that the Directs going through. Well, now I'm outside Dehex's tower after doing the heroic quest, or this time infamic quest of getting all kinds of trinkets. And what kind of always chaotic evil culture would not enjoy the moment to cause some sort of internal destruction and difficulty? So just getting inside Dehex's tower. Oh, yep. Well. He just destroyed me.
The best surfacer is a dead surfacer.
So I've been bullshit. Oh, absolutely not. It's the Jarlaxle scheming all the time.
The path to supremacy for a male lies either in the bedchamber or the books of the majors.
Alright, so actually there was a scheme that, you know, he wanted to recruit that, so why bring all the subterfuge? Oh, of course, test of gutsiness. So what does he happen to be done? And he actually cares about his groove. Well. Yeah, of course, Jarlaxle is aware of ball spawn. So he actually wanted me to go and pick a fight with the Lich, because, well, of some gems. But it's time to go and actually. I'm gonna just save first, and then just rampage the Lich head on.
Minsk and boost and
bother someone else.
With only a couple of, you could say, protection spells.
I am ready. I'm busy. Okay, I'm busy.
Buffs on me just to slight, you could say, demonstration of what kind of damage might happen when you go and pick a fight with Lich.
battle bow, run, bow, run!
Yes,
And yeah, so
as I thought.
time to pick fight.
As I thought.
And in this kind of battle,
You point, I point.
you do want to keep some sort of distance between
No effect, sword, but
between various between yourself and
no effect.
thing you are about to.
Weapons or nothing.
Has no effect.
Yep. Time stop. Very powerful spell, allowing the caster to do things, summon, make spells, all kinds of nastiness to do. Very powerful and very handy if you can really combo. But of course only the spellcaster itself can make use of that.
Yes.
Really real powerful ability. Let's try undead turning as well. Oh hey, look at that, it's working! It worked!
My weapon does nothing.
And I say that was quite unexpected surprise. And now he doesn't spell, he just now he's just oh yeah, now he went down.
So much comes
And I can
back
loot
to
the place
Yes.
as much as I want.
If you wish.
His tooth, wardstone, magics.
I can carry no more. Your item is on the ground.
So what did the tooth allow? Yeah, it gives me a chance to loot this place. And some valuables. Nothing, you could say nothing really powerful. Oh, I never usually had not thought about using undead turning on liches because, well, powerful as they are, well, they're also undead.
Yes.
And I got the jewels as well.
Through destiny and might, we shall rule supreme.
Oh, so he never did risk his men to be destroyed by Lich, but he wanted to be paid, so he made a cunning plan about recruiting a god spawn. Yep, you caused a big lot of damage. Oh yeah, so yeah, you used us to get your payment? Why not? Oh. Yep. But he did pay, so... And of course it also gives me the chance to attack the house jailot itself. But next time it is time to enter Temple of Loth with all my gifts and see what kind of scheming ending does the plotline of Ust Natha have. It's gonna be quite a twist. Oh, it's not unforeseeable twist, but it's a twist. Fun twist, yes. See you next time. See ya.